I will be showing you today how to install this IKEA wardrobe called the Skytta. As you can see, this wardrobe. So we will be building the bulkhead and installing these sliding doors. So this is the finished product. So stay tuned and I will be showing you how I installed this wardrobe. So here are the materials. So these are all the parts. So we got all the brackets in here as well. Haven't taken them off yet. And here is IKEA's dodgy user menu. So yeah, follow around. Now I'll show you how to install it. So here they are, unboxed everything. I prefer to unbox them so it's easier to find the stuff later. So first thing, I'm gonna set up the two sliding doors. So we're going to put all these together. So there's the screw sticks here. Slides in there, slides like that, then clips in. I'm gonna use the Allen key. That's it, not too tight. We're gonna go and do the rest as well. That's it, not too tight. When we tied all the screws and put them together, four corners, we're going to use this bracket. So this one and these screws, these mini screws. We're going to slide this bracket, as I said, just like that. Slides here between these two into matching up the holes, the two holes. And we use these screws here, put them there, and up. That's it. We're gonna do the other side too. Same thing. We're doing the other side as well. Slides in like that, just like that. Next, we get these two brackets. These ones. This is the top section. And we slide them just like that. Do the other side as well. We do this side as well. Slide this one here. This side is done, the top section. And here, on those two, we're gonna use these. So we're gonna use these wheels. Same thing, we're gonna slide this wheel just like that. Use the same screws. Just like that. We do the other one as well. And the other one. By the way in. Alright, so when I finish from setting all the sliding doors, made one mark up there. As you can see it, one mark there, one mark on the other side as well. So why did I put the sliding door on the bottom of track? I marked the top bits, so I know where the bulkhead is gonna stop. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start building the bulkhead. Alright, so what I done now? When I done the doors, now as you can see from here, I got the top track and the bottom of track. They are a bit long. They stick out around 90 mil. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna use this hacksaw, cut around 90 mil. So first thing, I'm gonna cut the bottom of track. So I'm gonna measure the bottom, 1945. And also, since I'm gonna add the stopper just here, so you just have to make sure to cut the bottom track less. These are 18 millimeter, so I have to cut an 18 millimeter on the other side as well. So our track is gonna stop. So the bottom track is gonna stop just like that. So we go both sides. We go one stopper here on this side and one on the other side. And they are 18 millimeter, so we have to minus in this side and 18 on the other side. I'm going to use the L square. So we're gonna cut this bits off. Now we're gonna clean it with a clean cloth. So now I'm gonna cut the top track. I'm going to measure 26 mm. Now with the L square, I'm gonna make a straight line. I'm gonna use the hacksaw. When you start with the hacksaw, start a little bit on angle first. Like that. Then drop down. Just like that. So what I did, I made a mark up here, this pencil mark. So now I'm gonna measure from this pencil mark to there. That's for our bulkhead. So I made another mark close to the ceiling, just up here. And I'm going to measure from this wall to this mark, so I can do the other part of the wall. So I'm going to measure in here as well. So from the mark we just made, we're gonna go 14 millimeter. That's for our plywood. The thickness of our plywood is 14 millimeter. That's for the side bulkhead. So I'm going to measure 14 millimeter. I'm going to put the 100 mil and go 14 millimeter. So this mark here is our plywood. Now I'm gonna do on the other side same thing. Alright, so what I done, I used the laser in here to get my straight line, especially the ceiling. For the bulkhead, laser them up, give me straight line on the two marks I just made. And that's where this timber here, which is 40 millimeter, is gonna go on the ceiling. Alright, but this is long and I'm going to cut it right now. So I cut the ceiling timber and I'm going to use liquid nylon before I install it into the ceiling. It will hold stronger into the ceiling. Just like that. Also I'm going to use these 55 millimeter screws into the timber, then into the ceiling. Alright, so I installed the timber up there, the top timber. Also, if you make a mess with the liquid nylon, try to clean it straight away, or otherwise it's gonna end up just like that, mess everywhere. Now I have to maybe pen that. So what I'm gonna do next, so I'm just gonna make a mark. I already have a pencil mark here on the bottom, and I'm gonna make one more mark on the top. So I could measure from the top timber to the bottom timber. So I could put the piece of timber from the top timber to the bottom timber. Straight on the bottom line. It's 95 millimeter. Alright, so cut the timbers. Now I mark them here. Cut this side and the other side as well. So they're gonna go just up there. And I'm gonna pre-drill 2 holes. This is a hard plaster wall. Now I don't want to drill into it, cause more damages. So better off just pre-drill 2 holes and screw into the ceiling timber. As I got my 2 marks in here, we'll try to go on angle. We'll go straight. Try not to go too deep on the other side as well. That will do for now. Other one too. So 2 holes in here. Now we're gonna pre-drill. So just pre-drill them like that. So just like that, put the 2 screws. Now I'm gonna use liquid nylon again. As I said, these walls are render, hard to plaster, and better off we just use liquid nylon and 2 screws. So we add the timber just here. That's it, just like that. Just make sure it's straight. I got this is my pencil mark. That's my other pencil mark, the bottom one. So it's straight, it's not going anywhere. Now we're gonna do the other side as well. Same thing. The same way we done on the other side. Make sure it's on the line. We got 1 line here. Alright, so we finish from the side timbers. 1 here, 1 on the other side as well. So we're gonna put the bottom timber, which goes at the bottom. Screw into that one and this one here, and after that we're gonna put the side plywood. So here is the bottom timber. I already cut the length, and all I just need now connectant and the pre-drill it. So I try not to go too deep. Now I'm going to pre-drill in 1 here and here. So when I put the screws, you wanna crack this timber. Also I'm using a 3mm drill bit. That's it. This timber is fixed, the bottom one. So that's where the track is gonna sit at the bottom of this timber here. Next, we're gonna cut the plywood, one on this side and one on the other side as well. I'm going to cut this panel. So I'm going to use chalk line, which makes it easier. I'm going to use tape. Just like that. So the reason I taped that, so I want to chip off the board when I cut it with the saw. So it's better off tape. Okay, I just done the inside, the plywood. I did connecting in here, if you can see it. So the inside one is done. And what I'm gonna do the outside bit, do the same thing. So I didn't put screws at the bottom, as you can see. Just added screws at the top to hold the plywood. Later on I'll add screws at the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to kind of sink all these pencil marks. No need of pre-drilling. Just like that. So that's all. We put the panels at the front and the back side as well. And the steel, I don't want to put screws around there at the bottom until I put the track. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna fill the bulkhead screw holes with this filler over here. Just like that, start turning it off. Alrighty. So I got the paint ready and I'm gonna paint the bulkhead right now. Alright, so I painted the bulkhead. I use a primer, then 2 water-based gloss. Alrighty, next I'm going to install the bottom track. So here is the bottom track. It's gonna go between this wall and this. This comes with the sticky tapes. And there is 6 of them. So we're just gonna add them at the back side. Plastic off, get a rag, just a dry rag, and you clean this part off. So this is the back side. This is where it's gonna go on the floor. Clean it off, any dust, and also remember to clean the floor too. You don't want any dust in there, otherwise this thing you want to stick. And this is the sticky thing. Take one part off, just like that. Go at the beginning. Just make sure it's straight. That is done. Do this side too. Remember, don't stick it in the middle. So it needs to be on the side, just like that. Now we're gonna put it on the other side before we put the middle. So we're done on both sides. Now we're gonna do the center. And make sure it's in the center. Just like this. Now we're gonna install at the bottom. So just make sure there is no dirt. I'm gonna broom this area. Alright, so we take the other part of the sticky tape. Like that. I'm just gonna put it like that. That's easy to clean in here. Better than all the dust and dirt collects around this area on the edge. So I'm just gonna put it on the floor like that. Make sure it's lining up. So it's lining up perfect. So that's it. That's what I want. Press it harder into the floor. Alright, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put liquid now at the side stoppers. This is the back side. So I'm gonna put one on the side and we're gonna use the one on the right side and just over here for the stoppers. And as I said, this is a hard plaster and I don't want to drill into it, chip off the bricks. So liquid now will do the job. Just like that. So just like that, install that one. Now we're gonna install the second one as well, the one on the right hand. Alright, so I installed the stoppers, both of them. Use liquid now. Now we're gonna put the topper track. Alright, next I'm gonna use these sliders. There's 4 of them. So I'm gonna do 2, they go inside here, 2 on the other side as well. Just gonna slide them opposite each other. So this one here goes this way, like that, and that one that way. Where is the pointy side? Goes in. Now we got these 2 here. Remember, they have to be opposite each other. You got 2 holes this side, 2 holes that side. Now we got the second ones, which is here. Same thing. The 1, 2, just like this. Now we got these 4 of them. They're gonna go here. So 2 for this side and 2 for other side. So to slide these, there is a gap in there. Just have to make sure. So slide them here. Like this. Push it in. We got the other side as well. So remember, they need to be here, opposite each other in. Slide them between these gaps. Just like that. Now, I'm gonna use these screws. Like that, and then go anywhere. Okay, this side too. Just like that, not too tight. Alright, now is the time to install the top track. Just gonna start first from one side, from here. See, there is these holes, so you can see the bulkhead. You wanna just line it up with this line, line up the track with this line. So we wanna put screws yet. Just gonna install the doors, install the sliding doors, so we know how high is the track. Okay, now I'm gonna install the sliding door. Now I got these brackets, some sort of. I'm gonna put the bottom side first. Bottom is sitting in the track. I'll get these, just slide them like that. We slide the other one at the back as well. Here. And what we do, get them into the sliders, push the black rubber thing up. Like that. Then you should hear a click. Push it this way. This one here. Just push it up. When you hear the click, it's in. Do the other side as well. Push it up. Click. This means in. Just like that. This one in. And the other side as well. Now what we want the distance. So between the top of the sliding door and the track should be no less than 15 mil or no more than 25 millimeter. So we go in here. 21 mil is alright. We go here almost 19 millimeter, so it's okay. Alright, next I already checked the track. Everything looks good. So what I'm gonna do, going to put all the screws, make sure this is leveled. So next, I'm gonna start on the door slider. I got these 3 bars. These ones, there's 3 of them. They're gonna go on the door slide, and they already made the marks in here. As you can see, 1 here and 1 on the other side here. So that's leveled. And we got 3 this side, 1 at the bottom here. I'm going to use these ones, these bars. They slide in, so they are not screwed. They just slide like that. Go in. You can see how they are a bit pointy, and they go into this gap on the other side as well. So that's it. That's how you want it, flat, and the other side as well. So just like that. Now we're gonna put the rest in. So that's all. We installed the bars. So next I'm gonna install the glass. They go between the sliding frame and those squares. Before I install these glass, I have to remove this part of the frame. So otherwise they won't fit in. All we have to do, go at the bottom and pull towards you. So I'm gonna slide one side and then slide it on the bottom as well. Making sure it's in, all sides. Now I'm gonna drop the bar down, just like that. You just have to be very careful because this is pretty thin glass. It might break easy. you have to make sure it's in. So before I continue install all the glasses, I got these screws. I'm gonna just add them to these holes. One hole here, one down there, and at the bottom as well. So they just go like that. Push them in. Other side as well. Alright, now I'm gonna install the last one. So we're gonna undo this here. You have to do, push it up. Like that. Like that, so you could get the glass in. Slide the bottom bits first. Like that. Now lock the top frame. Now you could lock these ones as well. And the other side too. Alrighty, so I already installed both sliding doors, finished all the glasses. Alright, just finished from putting normal gaps between the bulkhead and the ceiling. You want to see the gap anymore. And also put on the stoppers, will look neater. So what I'm gonna do next, we're gonna cover that with this flat panel. So this is a clip-on, clips just in there. So it clips in here. And it will cover all the screws in this piece of timber. So this side, where's the dip? That side is up, and this goes inside here between this gap in here. Like this. Just make sure it's not too long. Alright, so done with these ones. The top frames. Install both sides. You can see. Now what I'm gonna do, the last bit is to install the handles. So they go just like that. So just like this. Here they click. They're in. That's it. We get the other side as well. Alright, so this is the finished product of Ikea wardrobe. As you can see, I installed these two handles. It comes with 4 handles, 2 on this sliding door and 2 on this one here. So this is one bulkhead. Looks good. So thank you for watching and see you next time.